Hello and welcome to another video. I am finally back with another charity shop haul. It's been quite a while since I've actually been to a charity shop and actually got something decent. And today I did actually get quite a bit. I've got like a big pile here. So we're going to have a look and see what I picked up. But first, one that I got not from a charity shop, but I also picked up today, so might as well put it in here. We have the first volume of DC Finest, Batman Year 1 and 2. So this is like a new initiative by DC, similar to Marvel's Epic Collection, where they are reprinting character-specific stories. There is fluff on top, let's move that. Character-specific collections, rather, in chronological order. And this is the first post-crisis Batman stories, starting from Batman issue 401, which for some reason previous collections always start on 402, but 401 was the first appearance of like the post-crisis Batman. So glad that they're starting from here. So they have all of the detective and Batman comics in publishing order for the first couple of years, except for obviously when they get to like year 1 in the Batman series, they put those 4 issues together. When they get to year 2 in the detective series, they put those issues together as well. So it's not entirely kind of like exactly chronological order month by month, but it's in an order that makes sense for the series. And they like I said, this DC Finest, hopefully they continue with this for a while, and this is looking to be like a solid collection. And there's not just Batman stuff, there's other superheroes and stuff like that. There's like quite a big range of these books coming out. The next Batman one is coming out in March, I believe, which will be like a direct follow-on from this. So I've already pre-ordered that. Interestingly, pre-ordered this from Amazon, but Amazon never actually got it in stock. So like several days later, it was meant to come out on the 5th. It's now what, the 6th? Well, only one day, but it's still saying out of stock at Amazon. So I went into Forbidden Planet in town, picked it up from there, and just cancelled my Amazon order. Like three quid more expensive, but you know, I wanted to get the book, and God knows when Amazon's actually going to have it. So that is, like I said, not charity shop pickup, but I thought I'd show that off today. So staying with the Batman theme, I did find these in the charity shop. These are from the Eagle Moss Batman collection, which ended up getting cancelled before it finished, and has now been like relaunched by another company. But we have 0 Year, Part 1 and Part 2. This is a story that I did actually read as it was coming out. This is part of DC's New 52 line. Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo doing this particular run. So I did read this story as it was coming out. But I don't actually have it in a collector's edition. This charity shop actually had quite a lot of these Batman books, the Legend of Batman books, but these are the only two that I didn't have, like in some form or another. I would usually prefer like other format hardbacks. I don't really collect these Legend of Batman ones, but for the price, to get the whole of like 0 Year just in that, it's really good. I don't really collect New 52 Batman stuff, but at that price, like I'll get it for that price. It's £2, but it was buy one get one free, so I got both of these for £2, so £1 each. Cannot argue with them. Really good, like reproduction, nice paper quality and stuff in the books. So yeah, quite a nice find that. So on to non-Batman stuff now. We have hardback Dean Koontz, Seize the Night. Now this I do actually have, but only in paperback. So this is just to upgrade my paperback copy. This. I'm not going to read all that out, but yeah, read that if you want. So this is also on buy one get one free in a different charity shop. So I picked up another book, and then when I got to the till, they didn't put it through as buy one get one free. And with it being charity shop, I don't like to complain about prices, so I just paid it. They're only £1 each anyway. I probably wouldn't have got this. I do have a lot of Graham Masterton books. He does a lot of horror stuff and does a lot of thriller stuff. I don't really read his thriller stuff, which this is one of his thrillers. But I do have like quite a large collection of his horror books. So I wouldn't have picked this up if I'd known I was going to get charged like the extra for it. I only picked this up as like a free book, but maybe I'll get around to reading this one day. Who knows? Like I said, I do have a lot of Graham Masterton, but the thriller stuff just doesn't really interest me. So yeah, it'll sit on the shelf. Maybe I'll get around to it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? So here we have The Haunting of Ashburn House by Darcy Coates. Never heard of this author, but I'm always interested in good like haunted house stories. And this is one I didn't have, so yeah, thought why not. And this one of actually the few Clive Barker books I don't have. This is his second, I believe, Aberrat book, or it might be his third. I'm not entirely sure. I do have the first Aberrat book, and that is kind of when I stopped collecting new Clive Barker. I don't even remember why, because I do still enjoy Clive Barker. But I didn't pick up any new books after that. I've since gotten a couple like secondhand, but yeah. So this is either the second or the third Aberrat book, but it's one that I didn't have. So that's one for the collection. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. I think it's more of a fantasy book than horror, but that's fine. Like I said, I do enjoy Clive Barker, so yeah, it's pretty cool. The last two are both non-fiction. So we have Monster, the story of young Mary Shelley by M.R. Arnold. It's the biography of Mary Shelley. I already have a biography of Mary Shelley, but this is a different one. That doesn't want to focus, but it's just telling you about Mary Shelley. Now, the difference with this is that it seems to be written like in prose. It's you've got like dialogue and stuff like that in there. So it's telling the story of Mary Shelley's life apparently as if it's kind of like a fictional story. Camera's just decided no, but yeah, it does seem to be written as a fiction book, which is different. definitely different. I'm not quite sure how you could really call that historically accurate. There's going to be a lot of what's the word? Dramatic. You know what I mean. So it's not going to be dramatic license. It's not going to be like historically accurate because you have no idea like these people said these particular words at these particular times. But certainly seems interesting. It's a different way to do it. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And last one, I like this cover. Things that go bump in the night. How to investigate and challenge ghostly experiences. So it's a book about paranormal stuff. Jesus Christ, you really don't want to focus, do you? Kind of see that. So yeah, just going into kind of like different kinds of hauntings, and I've got like dozens of books like this, but really enjoy that cover. Quite nice, and yeah, it's just different encounters and talking about paranormal research and etc. etc. Very similar kind of stuff that a lot of other books have, but not one that I had already. So that is everything that I picked up. I actually went like to 2 different places. I didn't get much in the first place, so I went to a second location and picked up like the bulk of this there. But yeah, it is like finally, for the first time in weeks, I've actually had enough to make a video on, because otherwise I've had like 1-2 things each time, and it's not worth making a video on that. So yeah, hopefully this continues, but we shall see. But that was everything for now. So if you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.